Dear friends, in last lecture we discussed about normal subgroups and quotient groups. In this particular lecture, we will prove one very important theorem, that is fundamental theorem of group homomorphism. So what this theorem says, let F be a homomorphism from G to G dash and K be a kernel. Then we have to prove two things. Number one, K is a normal subgroup of G. First thing. Number two, Gk is isomorphic to the image of F. So let's concentrate on the first part, that is we require to prove that K is a normal subgroup of G. So we know that K is a kernel. So by definition, what is K? In K we have A belongs to G such that F of A is E dash. Here this E dash is the identity of G dash. So to prove that it is a normal subgroup, first we have to prove that it is a subgroup. Then we will prove that it is a normal subgroup. And we know that if H is a subset of G, then H is a subgroup of G if AB inverse belongs to H for all A, B belongs to H. So let us do the same thing. Now let us take A, B belongs to K. So what is required to prove? Required to prove is AB inverse belongs to K. Now by definition, A, B belongs to K, K is the kernel. So by definition we know that F of A is equal to E dash and F of B is also E dash. Now let us take F of AB inverse. We want to check whether AB inverse belongs to K or not. So AB inverse belongs to K only if the image of AB inverse is equal to E dash. So by using the homomorphism, this is equal to F of A into F of B inverse. So this can be done as F of A, F of B inverse. This is the last result we proved. Now we know that F of A as well as F of B is equal to E dash. So this becomes E dash inverse, which is equal to E dash. So by definition of a kernel, we can write this implies AB inverse belongs to K. So this implies K is a subgroup of G. So first thing we prove that this kernel of the F is a subgroup of G. Now the second thing we want to prove is this kernel K is a normal subgroup. To prove that this kernel K is a normal subgroup, what we have to do? Prove that K is a normal subgroup. So now let's take a element G belongs to capital G and A belongs to K. So by definition of normal subgroup, to prove that K is a normal subgroup, we require to prove is G inverse belongs to K. For G belongs to capital G and A belongs to K. So again, same thing. Now let us take F of GH inverse. Again by the homomorphism, this is F of G, F of A, F of G inverse, which is F of G, F of A, F of G inverse. Now since A belongs to K, K is a kernel, we know that F of A should be equal to E dash. So this becomes F of G, E dash, F of G inverse, which is F of G inverse, and by definition of inverse, this is equal to E dash. So what we proved that? We proved that GA GAG inverse belongs to K, and hence K is a normal subgroup. So first we prove that K is a subgroup. To prove that K is a subgroup, what we done? We take two elements A and B belongs to K, and we prove that AB inverse belongs to K. Now the second thing, to prove that it is normal subgroup, what we have done? We take element G belongs to capital G, A belongs to K. Then by definition of normal subgroup, it is sufficient to prove that GAG inverse belongs to K. So we apply the homomorphism here. We know that f of A is equal to the identity of G dash because K is the kernel and A belongs to kernel K. And then by the definition of inverse element, we prove that it is a normal subgroup. The first part we have already proved that. We proved that the K is a normal subgroup. So once K is a normal subgroup, it means G by K can be defined. So now let's move to the second part. Now in second part, we want to prove that there is an isomorphism from G by K to the images of F. To prove that isomorphism, what we have to do? We have to define a map. Then first we prove that that map is homomorphism. Then second thing we will prove that that map is 1-1 as well as onto. Then that map will become a isomorphic. So let us define a map phi. Now let us suppose phi is a map from G by K to the set H, and here H is image of F. So now the second thing comes, how we can define this map. So to define this map, what we will do, phi of Ka equal to F of A. We know that if we take A belongs to G, then Ka belongs to G by K. Moreover, this F of A is belongs to F of A belongs to image of F. So we define a map phi from G by K to H, and H is the image of F. This map is phi of Ka equal to F of A. This Ka naturally belongs to G by K, means we take A belongs to G, then Ka belongs to G by K. Now to prove that it is homomorphism, the first thing we have to prove that this map is well defined. So we have to check whether phi is well defined. So well defined means if we take the two elements of G by K which are same, then their images should be same. So to check whether it is well defined or not, what we have to do? We have to take Ka, Kb belongs to G by K such that Ka is equal to Kb. Now we require to prove that phi of Ka is equal to phi of Kb. If the two elements are same, then their images should be same. So let's try to check whether this map is well defined or not. So just write the function here. So let us take Ka equal to Kb. This Ka and Kb belongs to G by K. Now let us take Ka is equal to Kb. We know that if K is equal to Kb, this implies AB inverse belongs to K. We have already proved this in the case of normal subgroup. We proved this thing. If K is a normal subgroup, this is possible because K is normal subgroup. Then AB inverse belongs to K. Now, since AB inverse belongs to K and K is a kernel, what this implies? F of AB inverse should be equal to E dash. And we know that F is a homomorphism. So this implies F of A, F of B inverse is equal to E dash. Or we can write F of A, F of B inverse is equal to E dash. So, by definition of inverse, what we can write? We can write F of A is equal to F of B. And we know that F of A is equal to phi of K, F of B is equal to phi of KB. So we prove that if Ka is equal to Kb, then phi of K is equal to phi of Kb. So here we prove that this map is well defined. So let's revise it, then we will move to the next step. First we take the two elements Ka and Kb of G by K, let these two elements are same. We will try to prove that if the elements are same, then their images are same. K is a normal subgroup, Ka is equal to Kb, this implies AB inverse belongs to K. So this implies K is a kernel and AB inverse belongs to K, it means F of AB inverse should be equal to identity of G dash. Then we apply the homomorphism of F, this implies F of A is equal to F of B inverse equal to E dash. And then from here we get F of A is equal to F of B, which implies phi of K is equal to phi of K. So the first thing we prove that this phi, which is defined in this manner, is well defined. Now the second thing we want to prove that this phi is a homomorphism. And then we prove that this phi is 1, 1 as well as on 2. To prove that this is homomorphism, what we will do? We will take two elements. Let's suppose Ka and Kb belongs to G by K. Now let us take phi of Ka and Kb. So if we rewind, we know that in a case of quotient group, phi of Ka into Kb is equal to K of AB. And by the definition of this map, phi of KAB should be equal to F of AB. Now F is a homomorphism again. So F of AB should be equal to F of A into F of B. And we know that F of A is equal to phi Ka and F of B is equal to phi Kb. So we prove that phi of Ka into Kb is equal to phi of Ka into phi of Kb. It means this phi is a homomorphism. So till now we prove that the map is well defined, map is a homomorphism. So let's see again. We take two elements of G by K, phi of Ka into Kb, phi of Ka into Kb. Here we use the results for the quotient group. Ka into Kb is equal to K of AB. So this is by definition of this map. Phi of K is equal to F of A. So this should be equal to F of AB. Using the homomorphism, this is F of A into F of B. Now what is F of A? F of A is equal to phi of Ka. F of B is equal to phi of Kb. So therefore phi of Ka into Kb is equal to phi of Ka into phi of Kb. This implies this phi is a homomorphism. Now let's move to the next step. So phi is well defined, phi is a homomorphism. Now we have to check whether phi is 1, 1 and phi is on 2. So let's start with 1, 1. So we know that a function g is 1, 1 if G of A equal to G of B implies A is equal to B. We studied this in the first unit of discrete mathematics, that is set relation and functions. So we will use the same technique here. What we want to prove that? We want to prove that phi is a 1, 1. So let us take two elements Ka, Kb belongs to G by K, such that phi of Ka is equal to phi of Kb. Now what we want to prove that? What is required to prove? Required to prove is Ka is equal to Kb. What is required to prove? Required to prove is Ka is equal to Kb. So phi of Ka is equal to Kb. So phi of Ka is equal to phi of Kb. This implies phi of Ka is f of A is equal to f of B. Alright. So what this implies? This implies f of A into f of B inverse is equal to identity E dash, identity of G dash. So from here we can write f of A into f of B inverse is equal to E dash. Here we use that f is homomorphism. So again using homomorphism, f of AB inverse equal to E dash. Now using the definition of kernel, what we can say that this implies AB inverse belongs to K, because K is a kernel. So K contains all the elements of G whose images are identity element. Therefore f of AB inverse is equal to E dash. So from here AB inverse belongs to K. Also we know that K is a normal subgroup. So using the normality of the K, AB inverse belongs to K and K is a normal subgroup. This implies that Ka is equal to Kb. And this is what we want to prove, that phi of Ka is equal to phi of Kb implies K is equal to Kb. In this proof, we are using the result is, let H is a normal subgroup of G, then AB inverse belongs to H implies HA is equal to HB. AB inverse belongs to H implies HA is equal to HB. Okay. So we prove that F is homomorphism, so phi is homomorphism as well as phi is 1, 1. So the only thing we want to prove now is that phi is onto. So again, if we rewind the definition of onto, a map G from say A to B is onto if we take any element B belongs to B, this implies there exists some A belongs to A, so that f of A is equal to B. So we'll do the same thing. Now what we will do? We'll take element from H and we will find the inverse image of that element. So let's suppose H belongs to H, and we know that what is H? H is images of F. So what it means? It means there exists F is a map from G to G dash and H belongs to image of F. It means there exists some A belongs to G such that H is equal to F of A. This is by the definition of images of F. Since H belongs to image of F, F is a map from G to G dash, it means there exists some element A belongs to G such that H is equal to F of A. Now what is this F of A from here? This is phi of Ka. So this implies for this H belongs to H, we find Ka belongs to G by K such that phi of Ka is equal to H. It implies phi is onto. So phi is homomorphism, phi is 1 1, phi is onto. It implies phi is isomorphism, and it implies G is isomorphic to the G by K is isomorphic to images of the map of F. So this is the fundamental theorem of group morphism, homomorphism, an important result for the group theory. Thank you.